Yeah, Dust2 should be in your wheelhouse. It really kind of plays to their strengths. You can get that sniper rifle rolling. But mouz is already fast cat. Really early boost up here. And we've got NaVi going aggressive already, right out the gates. Look at this presence in mid. They're not going to spot anybody here from VP. This is going to be a whole lot of info to work with.
These setups are always quite nice for the pistol round, where you can spot players at top mid and then maybe peek them from separate angles with those USPs. You have that man at mid doors ready to help out if needed. But now that NaVi Jr. have spotted some players early, they're happy to fall back into a more passive stance. Here comes that fight into short. Early frag fouled, and the smoke will keep them safe.
Nicely done. So already kicking it off with a strong start, the heavy hitter for NaVi Jr. He's got his teammates there to watch his back as well, help out with the heavy lifting. And while with 50 seconds left on the clock, VP are going to have to start making moves here. Going to have to start seeing what they're capable of.
Got another smoke. Oh, and the shot straight through it. It's not easy to get those pistol headshots through the smoke, but Fears found one. The bomb has been dropped briefly. 35 seconds. Here comes a flash for NaVi Jr. This utility is on point right now.
Oh, Fear. Gonna find one, though.
Oh.
Bringing it back, bringing it back. That angle from Result, unfortunately, not going to pan out at all. Honestly, going to hit another headshot. So, cheerful. Last man standing for VP with 15 seconds left on the clock. I mean, the guy's just got to run in here and try and die at this point. There you go. Still gets a kill out of it, so $300 in his pocket. He'll feel good about that at least. But not the result that they were hoping for here, VP. And NaVi off to a strong start on the CT side, playing with confidence right out the gates. It's not the kind of strategy that you go for if you're feeling cold. Looking like these guys, they've got an edge going into this best of three, where it seems like they think that they're the team to beat.
mouz is the highest rated player at the event and the highest rated pistol round player at the event. So he kept that up there with a lovely 3K, getting some good work early and closing it out with that final kill. Yeah, just never getting the chance there to really set up their round on the VP.Prodigy side. They got countered by that early presence that NaVi Jr. were able to take. And they're happy to go for a hefty save here. Got a couple of P250s, and that is it.
And the re-aggression here on Catwalk again. I like this kind of bullying tactic coming in here from NaVi. It's like, yeah, we're going to come in here and actually just fight you again. Look for these fight. I mean, at this point, it's going to be the long-range kind of duel. Ogor is going to be able to spot him coming up long as well with that MP9. He is going to be lethal, close quarters action. And in the meantime, his teammates have given up a little bit of ground, but that is a wide swing from mouz, and he's going to get overwhelmed. Nicely done here. Good trades coming in from VP, really pouring the pressure on, and NaVi going to get pinched.
Oncare finally converting, and a second headshot, so they do clean it up in the end. But that is a surprising amount of damage done by just $600 of investment from the VP.Prodigy side. They did really well there to get those kills with their weak pistols. A couple of dinks in there with those Glocks coming through, so credit to them for that damage. And now we're going to get a chance to listen into the NaVi Jr. team speak for the first gun round.
Да, я дам. Я даю дым сразу. Флэш длина. Флэш?
Будет флэш? Бум. Молик, нет банки. В мидл дал чисто.
Да, да.
Я пока на стрейфике шорту стою.
Я дым даю.
Флэш. Дым угол.
Ретейк длины.
Да вышли длину.
Флешка есть.
Я уйду с Б.
Дал тебе флеш.
Я фол, еще угол. Еще угол.
У меня есть еще
Я дал под смог.
Есть флэш. Даю за спину.
Одного убил.
Бомба.
Меня пикает. Под хэешкой.
Я дал Б.
Я смещаю себе.
Два, возможно, красных. Один
Да,
точно
да.
красный.
Я пока в планту.
Зик аккуратно. Артем, Зик.
Я дал Б, Зик, может быть.
Зиг чека.
Отпушите Зик, я буду мидл пушить. Я не могу ФКТ. Надо отдавать Б. Я отдал, я под дверьми. Да, да.
Надо где-то мид зачистить. Походу контакт Б или длину жду до сих пор.
Смотри длину я до сих пор. Отпушишь Зик, я буду мидл пушить.
Сик не вижу, слышь.
Дальше пойдешь пушить?
Да.
Хорошо, я пока не двигаюсь.
Не вижу никого. Можно
Начинаю
контакт, да?
двигаться. Никого.
Под нишкой может быть чел.
Проверю.
Пальму не вижу.
Никого не вижу.
Нижний зайдешь?
Да.
Я тебе одного оставлю. Буду со смоком пока играть на... Может контакт по дайк делает. Дым.
Тэшка один.
Контакт, да. Да.
Задма на тэшка. Один
Пол
тэшки,
смокся.
пацаны. Возможно, фиковали Б. Я на Б ушел.
Тихо.
У меня будет молик плант. Родион не поставит, слышишь?
Окей. 15 секунд. 15 секунд.
Я на Б стал закрыт.
Молик дали.
Молик плант.
Убил рампу.
Бомба упала.
Убил еще гусь.
Бомба стоит.
До
Бомба лежит.
свидули.
Я Марио, платформа Амик должен быть.
Да.
Хорошо.
Хорош, пацаны,
Хорошо.
молодцы, хорош.
Мне кольт надо.
Harosh Samla. Harosh indeed. That was nicely done.
Dude, that was wild. Fear, what a hero at the end there. You're thinking they've done such a good job of eliminating the information. Nobody in mid for NaVi to spot that out. It had to come down to this play here from Fear, getting the double kill as the smoke cleared. It's just surprise, surprise. They are long because they still had a player on B. They still didn't know if this was going to be a B hit NaVi. So it's just about standing up when the opportunity was there, and well, they hit all their shots. 3-0 lead now for NaVi on the CT side. And well, Dust 2 CT, you know, that's the way it can play sometimes. A little bit of the luck of the draw. And if it goes your way, then all of a sudden you're cooking with gas.
Maybe slightly surprising that VP.Prodigy didn't commit more players to the site with such little time left. I can understand the Ort wanting to hold long because he wants that good post-plant position, but I think there was also a Rifle who was standing pretty far back towards that long position. So they were really relying on those players on the site to get those kills, and as soon as they lose them, they are done for. And now they have this awkward scenario where there are 2 guns saved, but the other players are just on Deagles. So Lomik is really hoping he can find an early frag here.
And Pagor, I think he spotted him long. He just does not want to go for that repeak. But because of this, look at all the room that they have to work with here, VP. They have managed to almost make it all the way up to the cross. And there it is. Lomik just slowly working his way into position. Munzi not going to hit the shot. Neither does he get the follow. He doesn't get the follow-up either. Finally, he's going to be able to connect with one of them. Nice HE onto the bomb site. Going to catch that bomb planter, take him down to 60 health. But it's still a man advantage now for VP on the bomb site.
No molly for the site, and the nade won't finish the job, but the flick over certainly will. And monezy wants to see if he can get any more going. His teammates pushing alongside him with the rifle. They're looking to flush out these site players. Trade's already happening, but there's a flank. Cheerful missing his opportunity. He finally gets the shot, and Fear will also follow his teammates to an early grave. It's VP.Prodigy finally on the board.
And in what fashion as well on an eco round, with the 2 teammates having held on to their guns from the last round, just getting out on long and applying the pressure with the AWP. It all worked out wonderfully for VP. And, well, that's what you get when you're playing that CT side and you aren't able to hit your shots. And so you see it there. But playing it passively as well. He had a nade in hand. So giving all of this room for VP to maneuver with, just getting up onto that bomb site, just left NaVi so little room to kind of catch up once they fell behind. Tough position for NaVi, but they go for the force buy. It's Deagles, and there he is. monezy with the initial headshot with that scoot.
It's just so active. He always wants to take that early fight for his team, gives them the advantage, and now looks back to short where he lands another tag. It's a team kill. Oh, it's an absolute disaster for VP.Prodigy. They've lost 3 players without getting a single kill. Finally, they find one, but it may just be too late here.
Fnatic's finally going to be able to join the party here. That's the first kill of the half for him. Just hasn't really been seeing too much action, poor guy. But now he's able to chime in with that dig, and nice shot from Lomik. Takes out on Care. But it's still a 1v3 scenario here for NaVi Junior. And just nowhere to go at that point. If you're Lomik, you're just stuck. Beautiful work. So 4-1 now on the CT side for NaVi Junior. Looking terrific, these guys. monezy's doing his work. He's already at 8 kills comfortably, 8-1 and 2. So, you know, everything's going according to plan for him. But Fear has also been chiming in on that A side. The A side has been seeing action, and the defense has been up to the task.
It's also quite nice hearing in the TeamSpeak round that NaVi Jr. are clearly calling when they're flashing, and then they're also calling when the flash is about to pop. So as soon as the flash pops, whoever threw the flash will call it, and it gives you the chance to peek at the right time. And you got to see that in the initial fight for mnesi there. He just peeks as soon as the flash lands so that he has the chance to get that initial kill, which they were looking for. And then he's just so quick at repositioning back to short. VP.Prodigy were hoping they could take that opportunity to start to close the distance onto the site while that scout was on long, but they didn't expect him to be back so quickly. So that's what shuts down the round and forces this timeout to be taken ahead of round 6.
And this is where you're just going to get a bit of that. I mean, these players are going to know each other so well after having competed, obviously, throughout the tournament. This is not the first time they've run into each other, but then, coming from the same region means they're going to be coming up, playing the same games, playing the same time, all of that. So there's going to be a lot of history, a lot of subtlety between the different players on this map in particular. And so far, NaVi seem to have the edge. Although VP, they are able to afford some rifles this round. They had some success in the last time they went up long, and so let's see if they can get that going for them again here. I mean, it's looking likely. mnesi's got the angle a little bit more aggressively this time with that AWP, but one good flash can give VP the chance to get it working here.
That's what they'll be hoping for, but the AWP on the other side lands their headshot. Cheerful, trying to round the corner, instantly out of the round. Now VP.Prodigy go for their plan B, which is just to run it up mid.
Straight on through, but they're not going to push through the doors, instead leaving Roofire behind to act as that flank. And now they are going to be out onto the B site. Surprise, surprise. Smoke over the top, nicely done. Gonna get rid of the angle from the door. Roofire, though, gonna charge right on through. On care with the double. Beautiful work. There's the setup coming in from NaVi. Great team play here to make that retake possible. Just wild stuff. And then, of course, the final kill going their way as well. 5-1. But the flash charge through the smoke, nobody expected that on VP.
It didn't look like a bad call initially either, going back to that B side of the map. But just that little bit of team play, solid work on those site anchors. This time, the B side of the map being tested and passing that test with flying colors. NaVi Jr., no slow start for them today. They've already got a 5-1 lead on their map pick and looking to extend that even further. And this is where the economy side of the game becomes important, because mnesi knows there's no chance for an AWP on the other side. He can peek mid so much more comfortably. Just take those early fights and take away that position from the T side entirely.
Oh, we have to see here. Patience from VP. You can't get too flustered. It is Dust 2 after all. I mean, you get a couple of rounds to break your way on that CT side, and all of a sudden that CT side starts looking insane. Like that flick, that is so fast.
Oh,
that one, a little bit more. I'm waiting for the repeat though. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and take that. Easy peasy for NaVi. 6 rounds on the board on this CT side. And well, I mean, this is NaVi's map pick. After all, it's worth mentioning. It's worth repeating, in fact, that we shouldn't be getting too ahead of ourselves here. But this isn't exactly a terrific map for Virtus.pro. They've played it 4 times in the last 3 months, and they've lost 3 times. So, still trying to figure out exactly how to make this work for themselves.
this is actually slightly reminiscent to me of that simple ace we saw at Cologne. Slightly, just slightly. He didn't get the full ace. He didn't push through the doors. There are a couple of good shots.
He's just he's ready. He's hungry. And what would you call him then? I mean, it's not simple as simple. So what is this guy sample? Like who's what's what do you do? Is he complicated?
Ooh, maybe.
I don't know. You know, you need the yin and the yang.
Sure, sure.
We've already been down the path of not having simple op though, so that's him joining NaVi. Not just let's pump the brakes just a little bit.
Yeah, it won't be easy. That's for sure. Maybe you start working on that rifle game if you want to think about it.
Rushing. Like unforced errors like that are going to come back to bite you.
Well, thankfully Hopefully it won't cost them this time, but certainly not something you want to repeat into the future. This AWP angle always has to be flashed. It's a very common position. Or the molly might do it. Oh, it's not landed in time though. Have to wait a second for that molly to spread properly. And Nessie able to get that kill and just drop down. 15 kills, by the way. 15 and 2. Just making it look easy.
Oh. Yeah, he is just definitely taken off. And it kind of goes to show, or at least it wasn't a fluke, the fact that he is comfortably sitting at the very top of the pack. And it's actually kind of gross. I'll look at it again. Going into this series, his KD difference was plus 167. 167, just saying.
Yep.
So
he's averaging over a kill per round too.
It's so bonkers.
Just stupid.
Yeah, no, he's an absolute savage. The runner-up,
Oh my god,
is plus 90 for Regali on Fnatic Rising. So it really is just, you know, Nessie just having a great time.
Oh, Rufire's having a decent time in this round. He's got the molly. He knows where this man is. Another shot lands, and it's back to the 1v1. Rufire putting in the work to put himself in this position. The nade will land, but it's only the MP9 in hand, and Rufire has the chance, but he misses, and he hits him with the no-scope. Rufire putting his hands up. Give him the high fives, boys. He deserves it.
Come again. And right now, dude, you know, if you're gonna get the overperformance, you have to get the teammates throwing it as well. If you're Nessie, you know, like if we're gonna have it go full circle here, the dude can do all the work he wants, but if his teammates die behind that, that's going to be very reminiscent of some of the old NaVi situations we found ourselves in the past. That is crazy. What a round from Rufire, and maybe that's what's gonna take. It's gonna take him just waking up here and dragging his team kicking and screaming into this first half. Saw what he was capable of on Nuke, and well, hopefully we get to see more of that kind of action from VP's lead.
He's not even getting the AWP too often, which is so crazy, because whenever he has it, he seems to get the multi-kills. You know, Lomic's normally the AWPer, and he normally does a great job. But today, for whatever reason, the highlight plays have all been Rufire.
Let's see it. Cheerful up, Cat. The thing is, there's no hut on. Well, I guess that is kind of close to hut if you're playing from the site. Just hitting shots. Nah, whatever. We're not gonna draw. We're not gonna get too crazy here.
Similar styles, I guess. They're sort of just holding angles.
Yeah, just turret. Just turret up with that AWP.
Exactly.
Hit them as they show them, and get it going from there. We're down to 50 seconds on the clock for VP.Prodigy. Still 2 smokes in play for them, although they've just deployed 1 to cut off CT, so making it look like it could be a B split here. But they have still got a presence on Catwalk, and that bomb is on Catwalk as well.
Nice shot from Lomic, and now they could come back to B. Oncare was the man with the nades on the B site, so Cynics has to try and hold it with just the MP9.
Oh, long range and a peek, and the flank coming in. Cynics still managing to find a kill, but it is going to be very difficult here for NaVi Jr. to get a retake going, and I doubt that it's going to happen. I mean, they've managed to pull off 1 crazy retake so far, but if they can save that AWP, Fear is going to be feeling pretty good about that.
The only chance they would have is if this molly from Pogolov could have done something to really flush those players out. But to do that, you have to commit quite close to the site. And they realize that saving those guns is likely the better idea. So VP.Prodigy finding a bit of success over on that B side of the map. They started out quite heavily focused on A, and then they got shut down by Nessie. So now we're seeing some more variance. This time that B side play works for them. Pretty well taken split. Just getting this first kill makes all the difference, though. That shot from Lomic opens it up. Bloody K can come in with a flank, and then Cynics is just completely alone on the B site. He did what he could with his SMG, but it was never going to be enough.
Are we cooking with gas now, Hawka? Do we feel like VP are starting to put some rounds together here? It's going to start looking better from here on out?
It looks like it. It looks like it. I would expect Manesi to just start switching up his positions, though. And he's doing that in this round. He's actually gone to play on that B site already.
Hoping to catch somebody out with that AWP. Thing is, if you're VP at this point, though, you need to be telling yourself, okay, they saved an op. So let's not peek into any silly angles here. Although him going ultra aggressive. Not seeing anybody in upper dark either. So Cynics is going to yeet himself here. A little bit of a bait. They see that upper dark is clear. This should be now the signal for Navi to just start rotating. And yep, sure enough, is he going to start heading back over towards CT spawn and see if he can get in position in time to have an impact with this AWP.
They even have a couple of nades on the Navi Junior side. They have one molly, which could help slow that bomb plant. They have a couple of flashes if they want to try and force the issue through these smokes. So there are options here.
That is going to be it. Yeah, again. And it's exactly what happened last time. Although that time the bomb gets dropped and Pogo's here with the AK, he could still find another one. Oh, there's the shutdown. They walked right into the worst part of the map, VP.
And the nades weren't even that good for them. They've still got a chance here with 32 seconds left. That one kill keeps it somewhat close, but that bomb is well and truly towards that A side of the map. So they have to commit, and Roofire will do just that, winning the AWP fight, and now they've got a real chance at this.
Oh no! Away fear! Unbelievable! That's how it goes down. That could not have gone any better for him.
Oh, he just peeks out as the players aren't looking at him. And he's so patient on the first kill. So these were those smokes. I believe both smokes landed on the far side, which gave a real opportunity to that AWP. But man, he's just so patient at waiting for that first kill. He hears that second player about to run up into his crosshair. And just a body shot is all that's needed.
That is so nuts. That actually happened. And again, with the very fast catwalk boost. Now with the AWP here, I'm going to see that smoke going down on the box. Realizes that lower dark is no longer an option. But it's a very fast, long take coming in here. And Pogo just barely able to make it up onto the bomb site. Were VP worried about mouz? Suppose they would be worried about peeking into that AWP. Not a one of them has shown anything past the long angle. Well, okay, then now that they have long, they're going to just start going on the long passage all the way over towards that B site.
Normally this could work okay, but this is one of those scenarios where Navi Junior basically say, you know what, we'll concede long control and we'll just control short instead. So they're actually not that scared of the A site right now. They don't have to rotate anyone off B. They can keep the two CTs here. And they still have some nades to work with on this B side of the map to try and slow down this push.
45 seconds, throw that smoke. Like, yeah, no, it's just going to be the flash? At 40 seconds, I mean, now it's just greed. Oh, they have two smokes and they're still holding on to them? All right, lads, now you're just playing greedy.
Oh, it's working out okay, though. They're still forced to go through the smoke. Cynics did enough up close, and that was just so quick that we couldn't even keep track of all those kills. Really well assembled B hold by those two players. Cynics did put himself in a scary spot, but he did enough here up close, getting these early kills and making sure that Oncare could just hold on the backside. He got himself a 3K, and that is exactly what Navi Junior were hoping would happen.
Indeed. 8-3 now on the CT side for Navi Junior, looking terrific. And it's another round of eco coming up here for VP, so not going to be getting any better for them. Nice little AG, gonna chase blood out of Longhouse, down to 79 health. And well, now what? I thought perhaps that there was gonna be a pop. Do we have somebody with a flash? We do have a flash. Where's Roofire right now? He's in mid, and that was a wasted flash. Okay, then. A weird round coming in here from VP. Not really any kind of game plan. Now that you don't have any utility, I don't really know what you're going to do. Oh, unless blind wallbang somebody through the doors? Okay, then. What?
Looked like Manesi was going to do enough there to help his teammate, but apparently not. And now this A site is somewhat susceptible to the push. Manasi's gone back to B with the AWP, so it's up to the 2 rifles to lock down A. If one of these players goes down, it can be really quick to fall here on this A side of the map.
The jump. There's the bait, and Pogor gonna be able to make it around. No molly to get him out of this position either. He just needs to chill. Or go for a beautiful double spray. Okay, then let's calm down, boys. 2-on-2. Can you get past the raid boss? We will get the run boost, and he's quick enough through. The bomb should be getting planted now.
Oh, unfortunate. Really quick rotation back up to short to make sure you have that player there with the molly. Even though Manasi can't get the kill on the cross, he spots the player, and they still have the nades to make sure they can lock it in. That is a ridiculous kill.
That's what it takes. Still going to be a 9-3 scenario here. No bomb plant, but still, they did manage to save enough money, and they've got a very solid buy now. Everything that they need, VP.Prodigy. So let's see. Very fast down suicide. There haven't really been any op duels in mid so far, so fair enough. Double peek into mid. Is he not going to hit the shot? Beautiful HE, though. Oh, I thought it would do a whole lot more. Still, it caught a couple there. But I thought they were about to eat that HE.
And nades can be weird on those sort of ramps sometimes with the way they bounce. You never know exactly where they're going to end up. Oncare with that second AWP, though, is something that VP.Prodigy weren't expecting. They thought they'd seen the one sniper in play. Second AWP catches them out, and now Fear tries to go aggressive, but the dink isn't enough. The shot from Manasi is required to keep that man advantage.
And with the man advantage and a minute on the clock, Lomic, that is nicely done. Just catching Cynics out in the open. That was a bit awkward. Is he fast enough to remove Oncare, though? This is such a brutal position, though, from Manasi. Oh, he's thinking about it, but unfortunately for him, Lomic was standing too close to the edge. Not going to find the kill, but look at this flank coming in from Oncare. Going to spot him out. That's the bomb.
And he even has a molly to slow them down further. Smoke at the ready. He's making it so difficult for them. Lomic finally pushing in, but Oncare in position for the initial frag. And it's all on Result. Switching out to the AWP as he tries to cross safely. He will get to the site, and the molly should at least allow the bomb plant.
Yeah, he'll get the bomb planted. Now they need to play together here, Navi. They've gotten plenty of grenades. They can work together on this one. Double through the window, both through the window against an AWP. That works, and man, doesn't even matter that he has the op. Manasi's just going to take his head off immediately. 22 kills, 1 assist, 5 deaths for Manasi so far on this map. As, you know, if you have just got a monster on your team, Dust 2. Just if you can get on Dust 2 and just let him go to work. This is the map that he essentially was raised on. So naturally, he is going to be a monster.
He's already had a game this tournament where he went 30 for 5 against FURIA Academy. I mean, maybe he's set to continue it here against the VP.Prodigy side, because he's on for that sort of a game right now. Also, got to give a lot of credit to Oncare in that round. I think the reason VP.Prodigy go back to B there is because they realized it's that AWP solo holding the B site. So they were hoping they could just push into his position and trade him out on the site itself. But Oncare's aggression is something that just completely caught them off guard. And because he was so far forwards, they couldn't get that trade assembled because it was a more unexpected position. So really important round from Oncare there. Stepping up again on that B bomb site. He is probably that second man to watch on the NaVi Juniors side. And he showed us why in that round. Really nice stuff. 10-3 lead and a chance to extend it further.
And man, they're straight down suicide, these guys. No fear at all. Quick smoke onto the box.
Does Rufire not have a gun? Did he forget to buy the AK?
I think he did. I think he did, because he's got 2750 in the bank right now. And there's very little reason for having that much money, full set of nades, and just holding onto a Glock.
Unless he left it at spawn. But yeah, I don't think so. Well, oh, there's a gun for him. Result's got the early kill, and now Manasi has to try and plug this gap.
Really capable, but he peeks into the corner. Lomic not going to miss that chance. Beautiful work there. And now this is going to be very difficult to hold. Fear would have to come up with a God-tier play. But with the smokes going down, it's going to be very difficult for him to hit that timing. Onker's going to hit one. Onker is going to hit one. And Fear charging through, catches them lined up. It could not go worse for VP.
No, the Glock! The Glock at mid absolutely fluffs it. If he has an AK, that's a kill every time. But now it's Lomic with the AWP who has to try the 1-on-2. Onker close by. Here's the bomb plant and uses that time to sneak up towards the site. Lomic scopes in. They know exactly where he is, and they've got him from both sides. Onker closes out the round. It's just heartbreaking for VP.Prodigy, though.
You're thinking that it's got to be the round, right? They managed to get up. They get both opening kills. It's all looking so good. And yet somehow you get just the most ridiculous push through the smoke. And that was with the help of Onker. Fair enough. He did hit this shot exactly. He hit this shot on Result. But then Fear. What a play. What a legend. But, you know, he's up to 13 kills.
Yeah. I can't believe Rufire didn't go long to pick up one of the guns that had been dropped. That's what's the most wild to me, because they got those early kills on long. You could go pit, mate. You could get an AUG, but apparently you just wanted the Glock, and sadly that did not work. That smoke has not worked, though, and that means Pogolov gets the chance for the early frags. Flashed in for the first kill. NaVi Jr. locked down long early in the last round of the half.
Yep, looking very good here, NaVi Jr. to just utterly crush VP on Dust 2. NaVi's map pick, and you can see why. They look so supremely confident right now. Everything seems to be going their way, even the crazy plays. So sometimes that's just the way it goes with that CT side. It gets out of hand, and VP are just going to be left wondering what could have been. But now, Fear, as the smoke is going to clear, eventually he's going to find Lomic. Lomic is going to peek in the mid. Yep, there's the spot. Oh, this is awkward. Nice little VP, but still. He should get caught here in a moment. And sure enough, there's Pogolo. Pogo, he's going to find two. And there's the third. 12-3 at the end of the half. And man, NaVi just utterly dumpstering VP on this first half.
Smile on the face of Pogolov there at the end of the half. They are a very happy bunch of lads right now with that 12-3 lead. Pretty much everything going according to plan. I'm glad we got a couple of these rounds where some of the other players sprinkled in with some multi-kills. A couple of nice rounds from Onker towards B. Fear consistently putting up numbers for the team. And there were some positive signs for VP.Prodigy. Just a lot of rounds that were either awkwardly coordinated or just where they come close with their skill but aren't able to close out the round. Because they had a fair few highlight moments there. See, I mean, some of these shots they're landing are really impressive. They just couldn't turn it into round wins.
Dude, again, oh yeah, now we get to see the replays. This crazy round where Onker just comes through. Like, the number of times they've managed to just run through smoke and get doubles, NaVi, it's actually a little bit outrageous. So, a lot of monster rounds. Of course, I mean, mouz, what, finishing with 20+ kills in the first half also helps things for NaVi. You're going to be feeling pretty good about that.
I mean, if this is one of your round wins here from Rufire, just goes to show that the standard strats clearly weren't too effective for you. A couple of rounds where they found some success towards B, but on the whole, not consistent enough for the VP.Prodigy guys. And this is somewhat what we were expecting, unfortunately, for them on Dust 2. It's not really a home ground for them in the same way it is for NaVi Jr. But still good to see the NaVi Jr. side going so well. And now we will go ahead and get a listen in.
Дымекс. Меня видели.
На плантне миду. Не попали дымекс.
Один в тэшке передо мной тут стоит. Я контролю всю тэшку.
Сидит чел, у нас 58, 58.
Крыса, короче, где-то сидит перед тэшкой тут.
58 до сих пор чел. Мне кажется, раунд Зига пойдут.
Ну, хотели, да.
Если Зига, то Жак, идем со мной.
А ты в нишку запустишь ко мне?
Нет, нет.
А ты, Никит, можешь с рампы попробовать 5 ебал дать.
Ну, у меня перед тэшкой хуй.
Я весь мид контролю, полный.
Хорошо, хорошо. Он меня слышал, я его тоже, но он не знает, что я
Дел.
слышу.
Вышка. После меня.
Бля, я пикнул. Сори.
Вешка дали.
Он меня видел.
Какая-то
наверное.
свицы до сих пор чел стоит почему-то.
Да, возможно. Они в контроле играют, типа. Перед тэшкой тоже сидит чел. 2. Убили, бегут. Не
Бегут?
понял, куда. 3. Не идут. Но в сторону Б смотрели.
Дел
Я
пикнул.
на Б ушел.
Не вижу Дел, не вижу Дел.
Я за дальний пройду.
Мне наебало.
Могут еще 100 раз развернуться. Говно позиция, Никит.
Так можешь ли баллом смотреть, я по
Да,
твоей инфе
да.
едем?
Угу. Только смотри, мид, прыгай там хотя бы.
Я на каре, мне похуй.
У них есть еще гранаты. Ну вы очень хуёво стоите, ребят.
Флэш, Зик.
Дик, походу, масс.
2-3.
Да.
Ну, батя белый я даю.
Крыса в миду может быть.
Вань, надо переворачивать,
вижу.
пробуй.
Да, сейчас. На, там
Вроде
до
Я
хуя.
мид пробую.
У вас
ебашь.
крысы, аккуратно. 100% крысы.
Без армора, гусь.
Можете Дэл прийти,
Я
помочь.
сланга,
Пойдём, Дэл?
короче.
У вас киты нет, да?
Да,
Нет.
нет. Поэтому ускоряйся, братик. Они слышат, что мы Дэл. Вон то один за двойными.
Да, я прошел.
Может в дыму прям быть.
Двойной
Я
убил.
дал.
Да, в дыму где-то. Не понял где.
Ванвей.
В дыму, в дыму.
Да пошел ты нахуй.
Позиции говно, пацаны.
Trying the slow play, Samler, trying the slow pistol round. Did not work out for the VP.Prodigy guys. NaVi Jr., though, very happy with that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just slow walk up catwalk, looking for duels, not finding duels. Oh, look at that. We're on a bomb site. We can get a bomb plant. Oh, that's fantastic. Now you guys want to take fights while the bomb is planting and the advantage is ours. Sure, fair enough. We'll oblige you. NaVi, you know, just looking better and better. They have got an idea of how they wanted to run that pistol round, and it worked out perfectly. Now for VP, I like to see this from VP. No force buy. Playing for the hard eco here, and then just hoping to be able to buy up and get everything they possibly can in the next round and just lock it down. Because their backs are to the wall here. 13-3, 10 rounds. 10-round lead for NaVi. It was looking so damn good.
And it looks like we will get more of the same with this slow default. I know they're up against a low buy or potentially no investment, as is the case in this round. So no need to give away fights. Just make sure you gain map control with these nades. Make sure you have the buddy systems in place so that you don't lose any players unnecessarily.
Oh, nice. Oh! Indeed. Nicely done there by Pogor. Well, now, what is exactly going to be it? You just walk up onto the site, plant for cat again. You have cat control for NaVi, and easy spot of the rest of the VP.Prodigy team. They know now that, well, they're going to be boxed in. Phoenix is watching the flank on cat, and they just abandoned. They just abandoned. There you go.
I like the awareness there. I like that basically NaVi Jr. just say, you know what, if we can just throw a couple of nades into A, there's a decent chance VP.Prodigy will try and push somewhere else. And we're just going to hold these mid doors, wait for that aggression. 2 kills, easy as you like, and that basically helps them win the round.
Well, let's see. Wait, what? Are they, what?
I guess they just want one proper gun round. Maybe they want that up.
What the? Okay, then.
Yeah.
I thought that we'd at least get some FAMASs and some nades and, you know, just kind of hope you're going to fight it out with some rifles. But it's Deagles. Deagle, VP.Prodigy, and, well, they are going to play for overtime. Talk about a boss mode decision. Okay, then. I want to play the game on hard mode, Hawkeye, you know? No need for air.
Well, maybe the Deags can get it done for them. Definitely can't count that out, but slightly surprising not to see the buy. Because, like you were saying, they could get probably some M4s here, really. I mean, you look at how much money they have, even after buying Deags. They could have gone for rifles, but clearly they want the full nades. They want that AWP in their hands to give them the best possible chance at rounds. It may cost them their 15th going against them here, though.
see. Already all the nades are going to be going in. Full execute. Rolling onto the A site. Superior firepower here for NaVi, especially if they move together as a group like this. Here, yeah, taking point and immediately. Nicely done there by Resalt. Still able to get a kill out of that. That's pretty solid. But yeah, flank gets annihilated, and this is just looking like a done deal for NaVi. Excellent work on their part. 15-3, map point now for NaVi. Very, very good stuff from them so far here. And now we'll see. This is the big buy round that they've obviously been saving up for here, VP. Double AWP and full rifles, full nades, whole kit and caboodle coming together.
Well, let's go ahead and listen in to the NaVi Junior guys as they have a chance to close out the map.
Дашь молик ворота.
Я показываю силу.
Я даю
Кажется,
флешку.
занимание длины.
Ворота. Молик
Сколько
без
можно?
дали.
Они длину ничего не кидали, парни.
Молик
длина
дают.
дают. Длина дают.
Сиди, сиди.
Так и знал, блядь. Пошел.
Флешка мид есть?
Не.
И не могу дать.
Длину ретейк
забрал.
Тип длину
Длину
ретейк.
ага.
Так и знал, сука.
Под бэкграунд.
Две хаи по ступеньку дадим?
Да, гоу.
Я реди? Дал. У меня 30 хп, я бы чуть по
А есть флешка? Тебе?
Я тыкаю мид.
У меня флеш.
Я сейчас дым было, которого он не тратил. Я забрал сапа. Бля, я бы вообще на Б нахуй ушел. Алик в какой-то съедал. Заберяй.
Я скинул дым под Б.
И давай Б распикаем вдвоем.
Они вообще не взгран.
Да, пойдем распикаем Б вдвоем.
Давай, дружище.
За иксом.
Я направо пойду, выйдешь налево?
Давай. Ой-ой-ой, бля, мид.
Готов?
Не дал пройти.
Я налево с тобой выхожу.
Я выхожу налево.
Длина поджим сейчас будет.
Понте. Так и направо выходит.
И упор. Хуёвый дым дал, да?
Да.
Бывает.
Все, похуй. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
Wow, clearly the save decisions from VP.Prodigy did pay off for them in that one. The double AWP setup and the rifles able to get them another round on the board, just piece by piece. NaVi Junior falling there. And they'll take that on the VP.Prodigy side, showing that if they save for the full guns, it does work for them. They need to do that 11 more times, though.
Yeah, and they need to just keep playing as confidently, holding these angles. And as he's going to peek into him, well, slam him the way you just saw right there. Take the raid boss out of the fight. Stop him from getting 30 kills in in 19 rounds, please. Because that's what this guy is working on right now. He's going to be looking at the 20th round here, and the guy is still an utter monster. They do have enough for an AWP on NaVi's side, so it's going to be two fully equipped teams going toe-to-toe. And while NaVi, they don't look too phased by this. They should definitely be ready to smash.
When you have this sort of lead, you are obviously going to have that confidence behind you. One loss isn't going to take that away from you. Hold in at that mid cross. We haven't seen much action on mid in these early rounds. Not too many tags through the doors or fights taken. In that previous round, we did get a fight coming in from Manassi, which didn't go his way. And this one, he's playing much further back. And Lomik is looking for the fight. Won't be able to rattle off a shot just yet, though.
That looked so promising. Right on the edge. But again, sometimes it just doesn't line up for us. We don't see what the players see. They get their own versions of that smoke. And so, you know, what looks like a shot for us may not be the case. Still, patient stuff coming out here from NaVi as they slowly work their way through mid. Catwalk setup as well. Going to get figured out here in a moment. And well, with the map writing on this, we've passed the minute mark for NaVi, and it could be shaping up for a nice split. There's the flash through the doors. No peak follow-up, though, coming in here from NaVi. So up catwalk we go.
Quite clear that NaVi Junior have their favored style of game here on Dust 2. These slower rounds already being called, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, that means this take has to be quite precise to pay off for them. Oh dear. They were trying to go through mid. Yeah, they're calling this off.
Now they've just run out of time, though. Oh, maybe, you know, the similarities don't end there for NaVi. They've got a symbol on their team. You know, the rest of the team can possibly throw rounds that, you know, Manesi wins for them. And then maybe the clock is actually their worst enemy after all.
Yeah, man, maybe. I mean, I think, from what I remember, I believe hearing that Blade has had a bit of influence, at least, on the NaVi Junior guys. He's had a slight chance to help them out. So maybe they do ascribe to that Blade style of CS, which I'm sure old school fans will remember from the Flipside Tactics days. But you've got to expect one of these rounds to come through eventually. They do save a couple of guns over into this one. We'll see what they can do with them, because this time we do get that fight down mid in favor of the T side.
Opening kill delivered, not expecting that on the side of VP, and that is going to end up costing him here. See if the hero AK will make all of the difference. Although that's a nice shot, bringing it back. 4-on-4 now for VP. Deagle taking point on Catwalk. Trying to make up their minds if they want to take this fight or not. VP, NaVi have had so much success pushing up onto the bomb site from here.
Oh my god, it's Doolies that have just got that kill, weirdly enough. And they will get back round the corner safely, probably with the AWP in hand. Now, I assume Pogolov is still here on long, so they have to be scared of both sides. But they'll try and see if they can flush this man out now. And Pogolov waiting, but a nice fast flick from Roofire. Make sure that VP.Prodigy stay on top of this round. And even though they've given up this A site, they should still be in control of this one.
Should be able to retake it, but again, some of the crazier rounds we've seen so far from NaVi. All right, there we go. That is a must-win kill coming through. Nicely done, but it will eventually get traded. We've got a kit. We've got plenty of time for the defuse, and so VP able to put another round on the board here. They will not go down without a fight. Hawka, they are going to do it. At least they're going to extend this one more round. Virtus Pro. And well, maybe show us, you know, hey, what NaVi did, it wasn't a fluke. You know, CT side does do. This map is heavily CT sided now, I'll have you know.
Maybe, maybe. At least between these teams, who knows? Could be the case. Another decent round from Roofire, this time with the AK in his hands. NaVi Jr. will finally be forced down to pistols. And this is where, if I were them, I would just try a faster round, just to see what sort of resistance you get. Maybe you don't win it with the fast round, but maybe you find a weakness in the hold, and they're going for the mid play.
Let's see it. Quick Tech 9s, and the double AWP happen to be waiting for him, but now can you recover this AWP? You can! Big damage getting thrown through here, and all of a sudden now things are going to get real interesting as they go charging through. Point blank shot from the AWP, gets the no-scope. It's going to get traded though, 1 for 1. And that bomb is now dropped in the middle of nowhere. Impossible situation, although it is a 1v1 and it is mouz alive.
Deeg in hand, inching round the corner, looking for this angle. He hears it. Oh, the spam with the Deagle works out. Manesi closes it, and that bit of